Oi, it's Clay Ranger 143 here. Ow! Ow!
I'm an unlicensed doctor. Let me help you up.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Yes, and guess who else is here? If the camera can even pick him up.
Mr. Thunder Buddy 01. He's the Big Steve.
And he's wearing a mask right now.
For obvious reasons.
But, as you can see, and as you can tell by us wearing our shades, we are
Clearly in the great outdoors.
My mask fell. Thank you.
And we gotta review one of the most, how do I say this?
Basic.
Annoying handhelds ever made by Midland. The HH50B. Oh man, whatever Midland was thinking, they obviously were not thinking straight. I mean, I know this thing is for cheap enthusiasts, you know what I mean? Like, people who just want a simple basic radio that has 1050 hertz detection, but this is the 2000s. We are out of that era. It's all about same. It's all about different sirens. But no, this was made somewhere around 2009, I believe. I think 2009.
Sounds about right.
This was made somewhere around 2009, and it has 1050 hertz detection only! Now, just looking at it, no offense to your radio, Nicholas, but
Alright.
I'm pretty sure you can agree with me on this. It is ugly.
I think it looks kind of cute, but...
Boy, I can see you zooming in, goddamn. Alright, let me just be a little bit less harsh about it. Yeah, it is cute, but it doesn't have a display. And it has the shortest antenna possible. Very short, and she would not be impressed by this at all. So,
I mean,
yeah.
where would they fit the screen if they had one?
Yeah. At least make it like a walkie-talkie screen, like a little square screen. But that's besides the point. We're going to go through some of the features, if it even has any features on this freaking radio. But we won't have much, be advised. So...
Because it's an HH50. Exactly.
So... let's go ahead and get right down to it. And we're going to start off with the annoying siren test. Alright, to do the siren test, that's actually pretty simple. You just flip the switch over to on or alert mode. And then press and hold this button right here called test rescan. If you hold it down, you get this annoying high-pitched squeal. And no, not the high-pitched squeal of death like on the WR100 version 5s. Damn it, you Steve. That dramatic zooming in and zooming out. But, yeah. That's pretty much the siren test on the HH50. Now, why do they have to make it so annoying sounding? Like, it's so high-pitched, it's unreal.
Not to mention, that thing actually woke me up at 3 a.m. for a high wind warning from Albany, because Albany doesn't observe blackout hours.
Because it's Albany. What do you expect? It's Albany.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, it's Albany. Don't ever forget that it's Albany. You hear me?
Not to mention they were the first office to switch from a CRS to BMH before Upton switched. So.
Yeah.
But then again, Upton's lazy on everything.
Especially when it comes to WXM80. If you saw my older videos, you would know what I'm talking about. Also, this makes for a really good pointer.
Oh my god.
I choose you!
That's one thing we're going to review next, actually. The antenna, so let's get into that.
Next, we're going to talk about the puny antenna, as you can tell right here. That looks suggestive.
That looks suggestive as shit.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about the puny antenna on the HH50 and the HH51, because they're basically the same thing, except one has camouflage.
Yeah. Hey, I wouldn't talk shit about the HH51, because there's a certain someone who has an HH51. And she will come after you for that.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. So, the antenna, why is it so puny? It's smaller than a version 2.
It is smaller than a version 2. Not only that, it's smaller than the Radio Shack antennas, like the handheld antennas. Well, not really smaller, but if you take out like this that holds it, I bet it would be slightly smaller or taller than the Radio Shack antennas.
Yeah, so to get into the specific stuff, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 sections and a dome on top.
Yeah. It's like a miniaturized WR120 antenna. The only difference is it's not telescoping.
Yeah, because it's a handheld, you can just do this. But yeah, so there's that.
But yeah, the antenna really is very short, and because it's a handheld, obviously, but that immediately compromises the reception quality, because let me tell you, the reception is somewhat bad on this thing, and we'll get to that next. Alright, let's get into the reception, and god damn it, you're making this episode even more devious than it should be, but it's okay. So if we go over here for the reception, I'm going to press rescan or test rescan, see what we get.
Is the switch set to on?
Yeah, it is.
Hold on.
It is set to on.
Okay, it still works.
Okay, thank you.
It's 12:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
That is KJY85.
Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Mooresville area, including Charlotte and Statesville. Today, mostly sunny.
The reception may not be as bad where it is now,
5 to 10
but
miles an hour. Tonight, partly.
the reception may not be as bad as you are now, but once you're on the move with this thing gets absolutely horrible reception. Like I can imagine how bad the reception must be when you're on the go with this thing, because this thing is such a small antenna. It's unbearable.
Giggity.
Giggity indeed. However, the HH51 is an exception because it's quite rare, and god damn it.
You stink! You stink right?
But anyway, the HH51 is an exception because that one is very rare, and not too many people have the HH51. There's only like 2 EAS enthusiasts that I know of that have the HH51. I believe the Rutherford WX has one. Yeah, he has one, and Norfolk Southern Storm has one as well. So I think they only made like 20 of these radios, like the HH51s, because they're like camouflaged. Imagine if you had both like a WR301 and an HH51. Then you would have like the complete camo assortment pretty much. But they only made 2 of them. So yeah, and the bench is coming out of place. That's great. So yeah. Let's get into the next feature this radio has, and that would be the belt clip. Alright, as I'm adjusting my shades. Alright, here is the belt clip. And no, I don't want to hear any broadcast, thank you. But, yeah. Here it is. This is the belt clip right here. Now, you have to be very careful with these belt clips, because if you're not too careful, because it's on a screw to hold down the battery cover, because if you're not careful with this thing,
it could snap off and it could break.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the battery cover. And yes, it takes AAA batteries. But yeah, it could snap off very easily. It's somewhat fragile, but not as fragile as the WX268. But as you can see, it fits perfectly. It's not, even though it's not on the belt, it's on the pocket, but let me put it on my belt here. So yeah, there you go. I mean, it does serve its purpose, but it does get a little bit cumbersome when you're trying to use it. For some reason, though, I'm not entirely sure, but I guess Midland, hey, why couldn't they use the same method that they used for the HH54? Like, what if they made a miniature belt clip of that, like where you could just snap it on in place and just not worry about it breaking off? Why'd they have to use a screw? Not to mention, they have to use a pretty big screwdriver to get this thing. So, yeah. That is the main thing that is wrong with this belt clip, is that it's attached to a screw.
So, next feature on the HH50 is the lack of ability to select the channel manually. So, if you're whether you're here in like in the Spruce Pine area, or if you're like me in the small little town of Trumbull, then depending on how many channels you get, whether it's like 6 or 7 or 3 or maybe 2, the lack of ability to select a channel and the inability to be able to determine what station you're listening to unless you have the channel cycle memorized by heart, it's just kind of annoying, to be honest. Like if it'll say, like, if Midland could have implemented a feature that said channel 1 or channel 7 or channel 69 or channel 420 or something like that. I know I just made up those last two, but yeah. If Midland could have made something that could actually say what channel you're listening to, it would be a lot easier. And maybe if you hold down the test or rescan button with the up or down arrow, you can actually go up or down, because I don't know what the order of channels this thing goes in. I don't know if it goes up or if it goes down.
I mean, you never know until you find out, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know what direction it goes either on the channel select when you rescan it. Like, I have no idea if it goes down or up, like you said. But at least it finds the channel somehow. I mean, still. There's one more thing we got to get into, and then we're done with this radio. Yeah, we're getting into the speaker quality on this tiny little thing.
Giggity.
Yeah, giggity. But look at this. Look how tiny that speaker is. Look how tiny that speaker is.
God damn it, I see you zooming in, you big sticky.
Alright, so anyway, that's the tiny speaker. And we're going to see how it sounds. So, if we flip the switch to on.
Cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a chance of showers. A chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-80s. Chance of rain 30%. Now here is the hazardous weather outlook for northeast Georgia, Piedmont, North Carolina, western North Carolina, and upstate South Carolina for today and tonight. Isolated thunderstorms producing cloud-to-ground lightning and gusty winds will develop across the higher terrain of the western Carolinas and northeast Georgia this afternoon. And now the extended outlook for the period Friday through Wednesday. Strong to severe thunderstorm will develop along the surface boundary around a
Strong to severe thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. Strong to severe thunderstorm. Is it a thunderstorm or thunderstorms?
Anyway, yeah, the speaker, for what it is, being very tiny, giggity, god damn it, I mean, it is a pretty decent sounding speaker, but it is very limited. Like, you can't do too much with it. Like the entire radio, it's just limited. It's limited to what it is. You can't do anything about it. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Wait a minute. Dude, I gotta get the 2.9 for doing that. Oh God. Whoa.
On, darn it, my shades are gone.
They're right there. They're just not on you.
You know what I meant. It's there.
But, yeah. I think because we reviewed the HH50, I mean, I guess we somewhat freed ourselves, if you guys will take that as our meaning. Whatever. But, yeah. In conclusion on this pocket radio, if you only want... This is the kind of radio you would get if you were on desperate measures. Right? I mean, if you have to take desperate measures, this is the one to get, but not too many people buy these things. People only buy it just because they want to in the EAS community. Yeah. And that's why Nicholas has them. Because, I know, they are annoying, but at least they do their job somewhat. I mean, even a little pocket radio like this could save your life, as annoying as it may be with its Siren Test and stuff like that, but even this can save your life, like every NOAA weather radio. So, thank you guys for watching this radio reviews episode. Make sure to leave a like on this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, as well as Nicholas's channel over here. And also, since we mentioned her in the video earlier, subscribe to Norfolk Southern Storm because she has both the HH50 and the 51. That devious sweet pea has both HHs. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This is ClayRanger143 signing out along with
ThunderBuddy01.
And we'll see you guys on the next radio reviews episode,
Sharpie.
which should be coming up shortly as Sharpie
Pull a Mustang Expo, goddammit!